Welcome back to Function Store tutorial videos. In this video, we're going to show you how to install a function. So as always, we're going to have to log in and we get dumped right into the marketplace. Now for this example, we're going to go ahead and install a send welcome email function. And that's going to be powered by SendGrid. So we can go ahead and click SendGrid over here and that will bring up all the relevant functions. And here it is right here. Now, for this function in particular, you're obviously going to need to know knowledge of Firebase, but also SendGrid, since we're going to use that to send our email. And there's going to be a few items we need from an environment variable standpoint. We're going to need an API key, which we've already generated and put in our secret manager, as well as a template ID for the dynamic template you're going to use to generate the welcome email. Finally, we're going to put in a sender email. In this case, we'll just use our own. And that's really it. So to get started, we're going to hit install latest version. As a reminder, you can select which version of a function you want to install. We always recommend the latest. And then you're going to pick a project, in this case, our demo project. And you'll notice the trigger here is when there's a new user created, that's what causes this function to be triggered. And now you can go ahead and just pull in from our secret manager our API key and template ID, which we already have labeled. And finally, we'll go ahead and add our email. Okay, this looks good. The final step to install a function for your project is click install. And that's it. Now we're building the function on your behalf. This typically takes 2 minutes. For more complicated functions, it could take a little bit longer, and for simpler functions, it could be a little bit faster. But at this point in time, you could grab a cup of coffee, review other functions in the marketplace and start configuring or installing them, or take a break. This is much faster than having to write this by hand or copy and pasting and putting it in a code editor. Now, once that function is properly installed, it's going to show up here. So it still needs about a minute or two to install, but once that does install, it will be right here. Alrighty, and after quickly refreshing, we could see that this function is now active and in our project. If you want to find out more about the function, you could always click this button and then view details, and that will share the details about the function, environment variables, what's the trigger. You could also review logs and its configuration. In a future video, we'll show you how to reconfigure or uninstall a function, but that's about it. It's that simple. So rather waste your time writing code yourself or having to copy and paste and hack it together, you can go ahead and just simply install functions using our platform, manage it all right here, and it's far faster and easier to manage. So if you get lost, feel free to check out our documentation, which we'll link below, and we look forward to seeing what you build using Function Store.